Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode on my channel. Welcome back, and I want to wish everyone a happy belated World Mental Health Awareness Day. That was yesterday, so I felt like today would be a pretty fitting day to film a video. Just kind of giving everyone a life update on what I've been going through recently. As you may have noticed, it's been quite some time since I filmed my last video, and in all honesty, it's because I've been going through my own stuff. I really have been going through it recently, and it's pretty ironic because, you know, last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and then yesterday was World Mental Health Awareness Day. The fact that, like, we have so much awareness being spread around and, you know, it being talked about on a massive scale it's by all means, it's really great, and I am super happy. We are slowly coming together as a community to diminish the stigma around mental health. However, you know, things happen, and I have just been in my own head and going through stuff. And I feel like I should talk about it because, you know, again, this channel isn't about giving advice and like telling people what to do. It's about having someone to be able to relate to, and, you know, having someone be that open book for everyone, which is me, because I just want everyone to know that they aren't alone and that whatever that they are feeling is completely valid, and, you know, it doesn't matter who you are. Again, I've been going through it actually for like past couple weeks. I have just been in bed, just having no motivation, little to no motivation to do literally anything. I have been going to sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 1 p.m. because that's just my brain just not wanting to do anything. It sucks being able to admit that this is like a problem that I've been having, and recognize that it's a problem that I've been having, yet still not having that confidence or that energy to necessarily do anything about it. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If you feel like staying in bed and you don't feel like going to school or, you know, doing chores or anything like that, it's okay. We all have friends, we all have family members that, you know, can only see things from an outside perspective. Kind of be aware of like what other people are going through, you know. If it seems out of the ordinary for someone, if normally they're the type of person to be getting up every day and be doing all these things, and suddenly they're just stuck in bed, open your mind a little bit and understand that maybe that they're going through something, because you never know. From a personal standpoint, my family has been very supportive. I feel that my family has really grown around that idea of like catching on to signals that show that someone is quietly in distress, and so for that I am completely thankful, and I feel like everyone else should be surrounded by that as well. You should be able to just not have to say anything, but other people know that you're not okay, and I feel like that is a huge and tremendous help to someone, especially when they're going through depression. Having those people there that are able to detect that something's wrong without having that person have to say anything, it's a great feeling. And even if that person going through depression doesn't want to talk about anything, that's been me. I haven't wanted to open up and talk about anything because, you know, it is really hard to explain what exactly it is that I'm feeling, because again, not everything is a trigger necessarily. Sometimes you're just in that mood, and I've been happy knowing that even though I can't explain exactly what it is that I'm going through, all of my family and my friends are there for me and have expressed their support for me. On the other hand, it is pretty hard, you know, even though I know that all of these people are here for me, all of these people support me, my mind gets into such a dark place sometimes that it doesn't allow me to remember that I do have all of these people around me. And getting out of that funk and getting out of this mentality of like feeling alone and things like that, I think that's the biggest struggle, especially when it comes to depression. That feeling of worthlessness and that feeling of loneliness, regardless of exactly what it is that's going on around you. That's why I tell people that it really doesn't matter who you are, that if you're going through it, you're going through it, because that's just your mind. Your mind doesn't care about what it is that you do or you do not have. It's just gonna tell you all the bad things, and it's gonna tell you to focus on all the bad things, even though you shouldn't. But, you know, that's depression, and it sucks, but that's where we are. On the bright side of things, I did bring myself to do something yesterday, which is pretty exciting, and that's another reason why I wanted to come on and film a video for everyone today. So for a while now, I have been wanting to get a new tattoo, and so that's what I did yesterday. I went ahead and got a new tattoo. It is a coincidence that I got it yesterday, the fact that yesterday was World Mental Health Awareness Day, and I absolutely love the fact that I got this tattoo yesterday because it just makes it so much more meaningful, and the fact that it was a coincidence, it's really eye-opening to me. Before yesterday, I had 2 tattoos, and they both mean something tremendous to me. So I actually got them back in 2017, I believe, and I got them both at the same time. So this is one of them. So it's gonna be on my back right here, on like my neck, if I can just move it. So this is my tattoo. You can see that it's like a lotus flower with a unilome, and then it has the semicolon at the bottom. So the reason for that tattoo, it kind of has like a little meaning behind it. The unilome, it's like the swirls that you see going on, that's supposed to represent basically any difficulties that you have going on in your life. That's why it kind of has like the curves and things in it. That's the easiest way to explain it. And then of course the lotus flower itself represents like life, going through all of these struggles and then all of a sudden having like this beautiful life form. The reason I wanted to get that is because I just wanted to kind of remind myself that, you know, no matter what struggles that I was going through, that there was still something to always look forward to, which is that lotus flower that I have. And then I decided to add the little semicolon at the bottom because of course everyone knows that that represents depression. Your story continues, it doesn't necessarily end there like a period would with a sentence. A semicolon represents something that continues to grow, something that continues to go on, just like a sentence. The other tattoo that I got on that same day that I got that semicolon one is this heart tattoo right here. So this one is pretty interesting actually. So at first I just wanted to get a little dainty heart, just get it right there on my rib for absolutely no reason, just a little tiny thing for looks. But then I thought about it a little more and I wanted to have a meaning behind the tattoo. So if there's anything that anyone knows about me, it's that I absolutely love children. I love them with all my heart. I feel like kids are the most purest life form that we have on our planet. They just live and love, and they may be stubborn at times, but you know, you can't help but love them and think of them as a blessing. I absolutely love my nieces and nephews with all my heart as well. Everyone who knows me thinks that I would be a great mother just because of like the way I naturally am around kids, and I'm not going to deny it. I think I will be a great mother someday, and if there's anything that anyone knows about me, it's that I cannot wait to have kids. Now is not the time to have kids, but I can't wait until the day that I can have one. During my therapy sessions, whenever like things would be going on and I'd be going through some dark times, my therapist would always ask me, you know, like, what is it that you feel like you live for, that you have to look forward to? And you know, my answer is always that I live for my family and I look forward to building my own family, because that's just what I'm passionate about. I want to be this great mother to my future kids. And so I got that heart as a reminder that I am going through these struggles and I'm doing this thing every single day because I am doing it for my future kids. I ended up getting a bigger heart because I want to be able to put my children's initials inside the heart, so that's why it's pretty big and not that little dainty heart that I wanted before. When I was getting the tattoo, I even made sure to tell the tattoo artist and make sure it's big enough to be able to write something inside, to write like a letter inside, for example. And so that's what we aimed for when we were doing the tattoo. It may sound pretty funny, but I mean, that's my story behind the tattoo. I think I like looking at it and knowing and hoping that one day I can just have my child's initials in there, and when that day comes, I know that I did it and that I went through all of this for that. And so yesterday I got another one, and so here is the big reveal. I'm going to show everyone just some little clips of my visit yesterday. Hello everyone. What's on the menu at your home tonight? This is Nicole. I am here getting my third tattoo. Yeah.
It's like she's like, her energy is like coming off me. I'm just like, which is fine. It's fine.
She's the nervous one. I'm chilling.
And I'm not getting anything.
I'm chilling. Yeah.
Just here to support.
Yay! So, the tattoo that I got is right here, and it says love yourself. It's perfect right here because, you know, this part of my body I can always see, and whenever I see this tattoo, it's just a simple reminder to just keep loving myself, because, you know, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget to love myself. As much as I love everyone and I support everyone around me, I put too much priority on that sometimes, and I forget to do things for myself. I loved that I got it yesterday because it just makes it so much more meaningful to me. It just kind of makes me want to keep going, you know? Despite everything that I'm feeling, despite everything that I'm going through, it's more motivation, and I feel like that's exactly what I needed right now. You know, again, not everyone really agrees on the idea of tattoos, but that was just kind of my coping mechanism for the time being. I feel like I'm extremely happy that I got it because I've been wanting it for quite some time, and knowing that I'm gonna have this as a constant reminder to myself for the rest of my life is just a really good feeling. On another note, I did get a 4th tattoo yesterday because it was a little bit cheaper. It's a cute story behind this one. A couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with my youngest sister, and she found like these little washable tattoos in the garage, and they were just like little butterflies. And so she came in, I was like, oh my god, that's so cute, like put one on me. And so like we were just kind of hanging out, and she put a tattoo on me, and I had it on there, and it was just so sweet because like we were taking pictures of our like matching washable tattoos. So I don't know, I just loved that. So I went ahead and I got a butterfly tattoo on my ankle, kind of near the same spot that my sister put the washable tattoo. When I sent it to my sisters, it was super cute because my middle sister was like, hey, we should do matching tattoos like that when we're old enough. And so yeah, so that's the story behind that one. Not too much of a meaning behind it, but I do love the story. Again, you know, everyone is just going through their own thing. I'm still going through my own thing. Talking about this, talking about mental health, talking about my story behind my tattoos, it feels good. And it honestly brings joy out of me right now, genuinely. And so that makes me a lot happier. I mean, who knows, I might get back into my little funk later, but it's just a complete reminder to everyone that it's okay to feel however it is that you're feeling. And sometimes you just need a break from everything. And that's okay. Don't forget to share this channel with all of your homies so, you know,